Howdy, howdy, everybody out there. Welcome from the grand land of Olean. We are live. It's been months since we've been live. And this, of course, is our live practice. So we're going to be practicing stuff that we do every single day for our everyday carry. So before we get too invested in this, we want to make sure, as we jump over to our YouTube, that we are in fact live. Because that's kind of important. Okay. That's not going to do it. Wrong button. So, of course, part of the live practice, it's not just about... Oh, here we are. Live. Of course, part of the live practice. So I sound good. That's a plus. I look okay. I look fantastic. Look at that guy. Wow. Schwab. It's also about the tech work behind it, too, because there's so many things happening in the background here. We have cameras, we have microphones, we have lighting. So there's so many, plus we have our props, we have my voice, all these things combined. We want to look good. Now, we have rearranged the office again. And this is not going to be the permanent setup. Right now, what I've got is a field of play. What I'm going to be doing, as soon as I get this corrected here, is I'm going to be switching it so that this is behind me. So I'll actually be facing this way, and then that way you'll just see this. Nice solid wall here. Right now it just looks strange to have this here. I can't really... We've talked about this. I don't like this. I like to have some range of motion, especially if I'm going to be performing. I do have to get some updated camera independently from the computer or get longer cables so that I can have my setup over here away from my desk altogether. So ideally, I'd like to have my desk for working, and then I'd like to have my practice setup just independently from that so it's not as cluttered. Something to consider. Why are you not connecting? There we go. Thought it was working. No. There we go. Okay. Now it should be working. I'm just trying to get connected into my headphones so you're not hearing any of the feedback and all that. Doesn't. Just trying to get connected into my headphones so you're not hearing any. It's not working. Anyway, so the other thing that I like to do is just to make sure that I'm ready. So for anybody who is going live or is interested in going live, if you pop on, this is live practice for a reason. We're just getting used to being in the space again because it's been a little bit. So I do apologize for any of that. Now you're hearing both things. Sweet. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to do the pop-out chat so that I can monitor my OBS independently from the chat, from the live, so that I know that I'm not losing anything. Not sure I'm a fan of that. There we go. Sneeze. Sorry about that. That was loud. Anyway. Okay, so everything seems to be going pretty good. We've got nice angles going on here. What are we going to work on today? Now, the cards are going to be later because I do a lot of work with cards, so I like to start with other things first. Now, we've got some coins here. These are nice. I carried 2 coins with me. Imagery for later. we're still working on that project, but we'll talk about that another time. So here we have my present, my gift to you, right? Here's what I like to do with this. Gotta untap Ta-da! Okay, so that would have probably been better with a little bit of music accompaniment. But my overall objective with this particular trick is to maintain it as a silent piece so I can practice my emoting, my ability to convey to you through expression, right? So I love this trick. I perform it live, and this is probably one of the people's favorite tricks that I do. And it's a sponge ball trick. Now, here is a couple of things, a quick little review for you. So, where I got this from is definitely not great quality sourcing, so I might need to source some better sponges. And the other thing that I've noticed with some things that I have, and it's unfortunate in this regard, maybe it would be better with better props, is that this doesn't work very well when it's compressed for a long period of time. So obviously, like, I just perform that from my pocket. That's just I've carried around with me. And then I go to perform it. It just kind of there's some nuanced pieces there that the sponges aren't as spongy and things like that. So if you keep things compressed for too long, you might end up losing some of the aesthetic quality because the beats are off because you gotta find it or might take a little bit to get out. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to put something like this together that still fits in the palm of my hand, that still looks kind of like a little gift wrap present, and then I can open the present for you. And so I really enjoy this idea because there's some layers to this trick that's just it's phenomenal. And it's a sponge ball routine that I enjoy. Now, of course, I have the rubber band. I could easily go into some rubber band magic for you here. Oh, that's okay. Sometimes that'll happen. These are actually the magic rubber bands, though, so they just go right back together. I can go into some magic with that. I could go into some magic with the marker if I want to introduce the marker. So I have potential. And that's one of the things that we want to talk about as we build towards a bigger show. Things should work together. Now I love these pieces because they're modular. They can work together or they can work separately. Brief intermission, just because we want to make sure that we're staying on track and make sure that things are still playing pretty good. Brief intermission. Yep. So everything is still working. Everything's still good. There's no delay beyond the normal one. And so we should be good. I need to find my chat. Okay. So currently we have nobody watching, which is fine. What do we want to do next? Okay, so we got a nice little coin routine. Now, we have a couple of coin routines that we like to do in retrospect of what we have. So they're very quick. They're very small pieces. They're not meant to be flashy because the cards is like my mainstay, right? That's what I do. So what I do with the coins is I might start off with something like this with a single coin. We have the Bigfoot coin here from Copeland Coins over to here. Now you take the coin from here and you simply give it a little bit of a squeeze, and now it jumps from this hand to this hand. Ha-cha. Now you take the coin from here again and you simply give it a blow. And now from here you can actually throw it into this hand, and realistically it would just appear as if by magic. Ha-cha. So this is a single coin routine that I just play around with. I develop the different skills and hand motions to keep it moving. And then I can just string stuff together to make it look pretty mesmerizing in the moment. And it helps me just practice these circular motions. So that's what I do with that. Now I've got the two coins here. Introducing a second coin. We have my Bigfoot coin that we just saw. And my peeking coin. That's what I used to peek with. We use that joke. It's fine. Anyway, so we take this coin here. We're simply going to put it into this hand. And then this coin is going to go on top. Give it a little blow. And now the peeking coin is on top. And the Bigfoot coin is hidden in the hand. Ha-cha. Hello. Whoa. Marzina Hayes is in the house. Good to see you. You've been a pretty reliable contender. Good to see you. Hope everything's going well. Just finished up a beautiful little coin routine. We got a single coin going into a double coin. And then we leave it at that. Like, we got some other things that we could do with it. But those are the pieces that I like to just, they're quick and they come together. Now, before we get into the finale, we like to talk about the ring, right? You simply take the ring here, and then it jumps back onto the finger. Yeah, you can even take the thing like the thing, and throw it into the air, and then catch it down here onto the finger. That's really nice when that happens. Now you can even take a look at that if you want. It's a nice little ring there. Now, in order to make the ring work, I need to have a little bit of something. Oh, here we go. From my watch band, a little bit of rainbow. And what that's going to let me do is that's going to let me create a little bit of a rainbow from my hand. Ha-cha. Put it on my head. I don't know. That's not what we do with that. Anyway, basically we will take this this here. Sometimes I stand up to do this. Now that I think about it, it's probably not good to stand up like this because I got to move that back. See, live practice. You got to know what's going on in your area. Oh, Homer Simpson. He's fun. Probably because he's relatable as a dad in our society. So we take this through here. We tie the strongest knot that I know. We double it up. Now, of course, if you don't do this a lot, then you might actually tie it, which I may have. I may have done. That can happen from time to time. I think we've definitely... Oh, wait a minute. No, it's fine. Okay. So there's multiple ways to handle that. My presentation of the ring through silk, I have put this together of my own volition. Like, I didn't find this anywhere. In terms of, like, the moves, yes, I got this from Mark Wilson's complete course in magic. But I put together this routine, and I have performed it multiple different ways with spectators, pulling on the ends. I've performed it as a high energy, and I've performed it like that with confusion. Like, oh, wait a minute, I messed up. And then it just pops off. So that is something to keep in mind, that things like that can happen, and it's part of the show, right? Should I tell you that? Sure, because part of what we do here on the channel is expose magic. It's not so much a tutorial in the sense that it's more of the idea behind the magic theory of why I do what I do, and to know that there's versatility in everything that I do. So now, of course, the next part for this is for you to understand that the ribbon was just an illusion. Okay? Now what I'd like to move on to here is my prediction. Okay? This is my black wallet, and I have a prediction right here. Did I say black? Oh, sorry. This is my brown wallet. I always get that confused, but we're gonna put that back in the pocket for now. That's just where the prediction's at. You know, a lot of this happens because I am sleep deprived. If you've followed my recent videos, you'll have seen this. Someone who does magic, Doctor Strange. Oh, yes. Doctor Strange is fantastic. So this is a simple trick that was exposed on national television by a guy named Jesse. No, not me, another Jesse. Oh! Now, of course, this is done with 2 cards. You've got the Queen and the 6. Now, we did mention being sleep deprived, right? Yeah, sleep deprived. Basically, what that means is that it messes with your brain, right? First, it starts off like this. Everything's fine. And then things just start to change. Whew, I don't know about all that. Sometimes you forget what hand is what. But that's fine. That's fine. So now what we need to do is we need to go back to my prediction. Now, we do have a... Marzina Hayes is on, so you can actually pick a number. Here's what we're going to do. Say what makes Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls so adorable and cute. Squeaky voice. So we have 3 piles. They're very distinct and different from each other, different shapes and sizes. They are, of course, the same color because we want to keep things in line as much as possible. Now, here's where things get interesting, right? Now, you remember my prediction. But before we get to that, Marzina, can you please pick pile 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3. Remember, this is a prediction. That means I'm kind of trying to read the future and know what you're picking, right? Remember, I have my prediction in my wallet already set up. Okay? Well, you're picking that. I'm actually going to stand back up without hitting my shelf again. And I'm going to get my prediction ready for when you pick a number between 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. Pick number 3. Oh, perfect. So you've picked number 3. Boom. Now, you could even change your mind. That's perfectly fine because this is a prediction and I needed it to be right all the way up until the last minute. So here is the prediction right here. It's my 8 ball. Hacha. So we just have that set up right there for you. And of course, with the 8 ball, being that it's black and it's an 8, these could mean it. Whoa! It was in my black wallet. I was right the whole time. Okay. So you've picked number 3, and here's the prediction. The 8. What if I did something like this? Would that work? Whoa! Magic. Okay. Now, we've got my prediction here. Do you want to stay with the number 3, or do you want to switch to 1 or 2? It's up to you. Toy Story with the 8 ball. Might have to rewatch it. There's what, 3 of them? Oh, you're going to switch to 2. You know what? This is really a lucky day for both of us, because pile number 2, if you had gone with this one, you'd have all of these random cards. But you picked pile number 2. This was 3 over here. Pile number 2 was actually all 4 8s. And you did that. You switched at the last minute to pick the 4 8s. And there's my prediction. Hacha! Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So that is my finale piece. But it can get a little bit more interesting than that. Basically, what I can have you do is go ahead and tell me when to stop. I'll go slow because I know there's a delay. So I'm just going to riffle through the cards, and you're just going to say stop at any point. Super slow. And I'll keep doing it because I know there's a delay. So anytime that the stop shows up, it's when I'll stop. You pick a red diamond. I'm not sure if that's how this trick works. We've got the King of Hearts. Here's what we're going to do with the King of Hearts. Potentially, I could be the king of your heart with my stellar magic, right? We're going to put an MH on the card. Kind of can see it there. Here, let's do a dot over here and a dot over here. That way you can really see it stick out. Can you? I don't know if you can see that there. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see the dots there. That's fine. My 8 ball has finally decided to leave the coin. Okay, now, once we get your card mixed somewhere into the pack, we'll take this here. We're actually going to make this disappear. And of course, it's going to reappear over here. Wah-ha! I don't know. Anyway, so your card was the Alice in Wonderland with the playing cards. Yes. Love that. Love that movie. Now, here's something that we like to do with this. If you were here, you'd actually be able to hold the deck and have your card here. And what I would do is I would simply just come in like this, and I would just pull your card out from the center. Yeah, I'd pull your card out from the center. Whoa! All of the cards have vanished. The red diamonds, yes. Well, we did go with the King of Hearts, unfortunately. That's what we stopped on. But now there's no other cards in the deck, so we can't even do anything with that. But what we can do is we can take the King of Hearts, and we can simply put it here into the hand like so. And then it should be gone. But then it, of course, will return over here. We got to work on that a little bit. But that's like my full on, yeah, pretty much everything I got there. This is what I carry on a regular basis. Keep coins on me. I now have the sponge ball routine on me. The cards with multiple different props to use for that. I've got the coins that I really enjoy. And normally I'll have to get some, because I broke my other one. I usually carry more than one rubber band. Because I watched Alice in Wonderland back when the old one came out and the new ones. I don't think I've watched all of the new ones. Kind of missed out on that. But yeah, I have the 2 rubber bands. I can do rubber band magic with the marker. Plus we have the wallet. Yeah, love the wallet. So that can go back here. Oh, wait a second. I forgot. This has to go back into the wallet in order for me to set that up for next time. So, beautiful. Anyway, so there's my little bit of my magic show for you. I just figured I'd come on here and show you some stuff. I did the rearranging. I've got my bags right here behind me, loaded up with my magic books, loaded up with my magic props, and I kind of have to remember to keep them out and about. But once a month, I've been trying to put together a magic magicians club locally. Yes. Tea party, happy unbirthday, and the Queen of Hearts off with her head. It's fun times. So a magicians club at the local library. I'm trying to put together that locally. Besides putting together a couple of different carry around shows and just getting really like engrossed with the magic in the sense that I want to be able to perform better. So I've been listening to some audiobooks like from Joshua J. I've been listening to some neuroscience books in relation to magic. I've picked up a forcing book. All of this is fluff material that's maybe not as necessary for the entertainment side. But if you want to learn magic, these are great resources. And I'm waiting for a magic show t-shirt that I'll be able to wear like under my button up that I'll be able to like do a reveal on. So those tricks are kind of a little bit harder to do on a live without more people to kind of like bring it all together. So yeah, plus I want to practice that too. Oh, I do have my coin book over here that I forgot to put back into my bag with all my books. Kids show books. I've been studying a lot of kids magic because I want to do a yes, that is kind of harsh. I think that's the vibe that they're going for that character since they're the villain. Oh, I do have this. This is a nice little coin trick that I like to do. Where you basically take the coin here like this, and usually I have a pocket that I can put the coin into, and what? Well, that doesn't make any sense. I take the coin, put it into the pocket. That's definitely not my... No, you're supposed to go in the pocket. You take the coin, okay? Here it is, and it goes into the pocket. And it's gone. Yeah. Coin, pocket. You get the idea. Yeah. So that's a fun one that I like to do every once in a while. I have a lot of stuff that I need to work on and hone on. I do have this idea for the 8-ball. My regular 8-ball reveal would not be a part of this. Basically what this is this is a conceptual idea that I have where I want to express wonder through a toy box. So I want to have like a toy box that I like a kid would have, and then I would open it up and I would take out the 8-ball and put it there. And now the 8-ball isn't necessarily going to do anything per se, but it's just going to be the plot. So you ask it a question, and you get an answer. So it's just something fun that people would recognize. Obviously, for this routine, I would have anything that is toy related. So I would definitely have like my Lego stuff. I'd have my Rubik's Cube stuff. Just some really fun ideas. And this thing is like $10. So I might even, I'll have this. Maybe I'd even get like a couple of the mini ones that I could do a reveal with. But I mean, I could do this too. Obviously, this would work as a hacha moment. The way that would work is something like this, where doing some hat stuff, and then maybe my arm disappears inside the hat, and then I turn it inside out like this, and then push it back out, and then now there's an 8-ball there. Any number of things that you can mess around with for the hat reveal is fun in and of itself. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, I'm just resetting on camera. Anybody who pops in, that's fine. We can do magic. Now we're just doing a hangout portion because I gotta go here in a couple minutes. Yes, when she became huge. Also in Alice Wonderland. I don't know why he's late. I don't remember. He had a very important date from what he was saying. So, EDC purposes, pocket management, all of these things. Things are carried in the pockets. That's where they live. So the cards go into this pocket here. Coins go into this pocket. This goes back over here because we don't carry that currently. And then I've got my SpongeBob routine. Oh, and the marker goes into the front pocket as well. So all that stuff is just carried on me. There's nowhere else for it to really go at this point in time. So we're going to give it a couple more minutes, and then we're going to, maybe another minute or so. Marzina, thanks for showing up. I do appreciate it. You jumped right on as soon as I went live again. I really love that. Hopefully we're doing more lives again. I can get back into the flesh of it. Here's really the other thing that I have really learned. Yes, at the beginning when the tumbles down the rabbit hole, which like where the saying comes from is like when you start looking into something, like for magic, for instance, you start looking into it and you realize that there's far more on the back end than you realized initially when you went into it. Things kind of just blow up on you. So magic, in terms of what I'm, I guess, really producing in the sense of like what I'm putting together and carrying with me when I perform it in public, is not the same magic that I do here on YouTube. And I'm learning that now in the sense that I kind of knew it before, but you don't really understand the difference of publicly performing walk around magic to individuals, like a couple spectators here and there, than being on the computer, because things are just different, because there's a dynamic there, there's a depth to it, there's things that you can kind of get away with performing publicly that you can't get away with on the computer. The drink, is that the one that changes her size? So yeah, so I kind of have to get back into that, and I'll have to make sure that I have my line of things that are specific to performing to the computer as more of a direct line. I mean, you should be able to perform your magic in most different situations, but you definitely want to make sure that you're performing to the best of the medium that you've selected. And I think that it's going to take me a little bit to get used to that again. And other than that, I think that we're going to call it good. We're going to do another 30 seconds. And if, Marzina, if you have anything else, we'll address that real quick. Did I miss something here? Oh, no, I got, okay. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I appreciate it. And hopefully we can get back to doing more lives and just conversation, just talking once again. I've got a lot of books that I want to do, and I'm putting together this magicians club. So I really want to have content that I can put together for the idea. It's not. It's for all ages. It's local, but it's not just for practicing magic. It's also like-minded individuals who want to focus on the magic lifestyle. Because some people might want to perform, but some people might just want to have that next trick for the birthday party. Just something they can show the kids or something. Which is fine. And there's things that they can learn that will push it to the next level, but also they'll have context and security so that if that child is amazed by the magic enough to want to learn it, they'll have a resource. And I think that's really kind of what's important. But yeah. Okay, Marzina, thank you so much. If I do miss something else in the chat, I do apologize. We'll catch it next time. And as always, thank you, everybody. And remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. And hopefully, we see you in the next.